Everyone, so far, of course, we don't have anybody yet. We've only just started the live stream, but this is Asian Adventures Live. Yeah, hi guys. Some of Ginny's students are off to my right over here. I'm in a 7-Eleven right now. We're in a little function that the school is having for the Chinese New Year, which is coming up pretty quickly. So this is just a little live stream that I wanted to do. Hopefully get some footage of some of the events going on today at the school, which would be really cool to show you. A very cool cultural thing, cultural stuff to be able to show all of you. But really, mainly what I wanted to talk about is just kind of go over what has happened in the past month in terms of content on the channel. So first and foremost, we had the first two live Yangshuo videos that came out. It's parts 1 and 2. Those were a lot of fun to make. In November, what was it, November 6th, I believe it was, November 6th to 9th, I got the opportunity to go with Ginny's school to Yangshuo, which is northwest of where I currently live in Guangzhou. It's in Guangxi province, and it's a relatively small town by comparison to Guangzhou, but it's absolutely beautiful. I really hope that you got to watch those videos as well as enjoy those videos. It was an amazing 3 days. We did some camping, which is the first time for me. I'd never done any camping before, so that was a lot of fun. And got to cook our own food, and we did hiking. And there was also, I didn't do some of this stuff, but they also had rock climbing, which was really cool. It went up probably about, I don't know, 100, 150 feet for the highest. They had 3 different levels of rock climbing sections, but you actually get to climb the side of a limestone mountain. It was really, really amazing. Plus, I'm sure if you watched the videos, you saw the incredible structure, not structures, but just the mountains are amazing. So apparently, doing some research, the mountains as they showed up in the video are actually made out of limestone, but supposedly that's why they look just so vertical, and they just kind of like stick up out of the middle of nowhere, and they don't look like your typical mountain like you'd see like in Europe or in the US, is because they used to be apparently covered with lots of dirt, but then through time that has eroded away, and you're kind of left with just this limestone core, I guess you could say, that's left over. So that was absolutely amazing to be in the midst of all of this incredible, beautiful scenery. And we were actually very lucky because we had decent weather. The smog here and in Yangshuo can be really, really bad, but we were really fortunate. It wasn't too bad, except on the day that we left. When we were heading out on the bus, heading back to the train station, the smog was horrendous. I have some images that didn't make it into the final video just because I couldn't remember where I put them, but it was just horrible how bad the pollution was on our leave out. But for the most part, while we were there, the pollution was actually quite low, and it wasn't all that bad. So yeah, Yangshuo was beautiful. Absolutely loved it. Then also I guess it was last week that the Getting Framed video came out. That took place, what was it, June of last year? I'd been sitting on that one for a long time, mainly because I needed to record the last bits. Just didn't have time to do the reveal of what had happened. So actually, in the video, I say, I'll come back in a couple days and I'll show you what the pictures and all that look like. Yeah, that was about 6 months, 6 months difference in between those two shots. Just because after the baby was born, I just had no time at all, and it's just been really crazy, really hectic, and I've been struggling just to keep up with the videos. But we're starting to get back on track now, and hopefully moving forward I'll be able to get some more footage and be able to keep up with that a little bit more. But yeah, no, that framing thing was intense. I was really upset about that, how it turned out. It was just absolutely devastating for Ginny. A little side note that she was kind of surprised I didn't put into the final video was like her reaction, because she went with me when we picked up the frames, and So I'm telling her like, oh yeah, it's this little frame shop. It's like, you know, kind of tucked away. There's this little old man that's working in there. He was really cool, and we, you know, did all this over Google Translate, and I was really excited, and I felt like I'd done a really good job. And so she's just like, well, I want to come. So she, you know, we go down there, and you know, the guy immediately recognizes me and is like, oh yeah, you know, he's, you know, the big bearded white guy who came into the shop. You know, I'm probably the only one, and you know, so here's your photos. And I pick them up and I look at them and I'm just like, what is this? And then I just smile and I'm just like, oh, it's so nice, yeah, thank you, it's so good. And I show it to Ginny and she just looked horrified. It was she was just like, she really struggled to put on a good face for it at the time. I'm so proud of her and happy she did. But yeah, she was absolutely horrified, and because it was a lot of work. I mean, she spent years working on both of these, and just to have that dashed in a moment of time is pretty hard. But I mean, obviously, like I said in the video, we hang them up, we look at them, they're nice, we like them. We will, you know, take them with us, you know, as we move, you know, houses and things like that. But it is still sad. It'll be a memory of China that we will never ever be able to forget. But yeah, so then I guess I'm pretty sure that was all the videos for this month. I could be wrong, but actually part of the reason why I'm doing this live stream, I mean, I do want to try to do a live stream every month, just to kind of do this sort of thing, just kind of chat and let people know what's been going on, if they've missed anything, as well as some like little behind the scenes things, little stories and instances about some of the videos, as well as just kind of give you an idea of what's going to be happening in the future. Now, I'm going to get into that, but before I do, obviously this month is January. Right now it's January 31st, and just a few days ago, 5 days ago actually, it was my birthday. I am 27 years old now, and I had a really fun birthday. Went out with some friends and had some really good food, had a couple drinks, had a lot of fun. The highlight, the absolute highlight though, was on the evening of the 25th, because Ginny just could not wait any longer. On the evening of the 25th, Ginny gave me my present, and she had been bursting at the seams to give me this thing ever since it arrived in the mail. And she was so happy. Now, those of you who are friends with me on Facebook or follow me on Facebook, you already know what this gift was. But I'm just going to show everyone today. She got me a GoPro Hero 5 Black. Now, this is an incredible gift. I mean, obviously, I'm a YouTuber. I do things with video all the time. So having access to not only a very good camera, but a camera that is, to an extent, shockproof, waterproof up to 10 meters. Plus, the versatility. You can mount this thing to virtually anything. I mean, I'm not, you know, I don't really ride bikes too much. I don't do anything like on skateboarding or anything like that. But you can put this on helmets. You can put it on, like, snowboards. You can do all sorts of stuff. She also got me a couple attachments, one of which is this little guy, which this is like a tabletop tripod, which would be really helpful, especially for doing like time-lapse footage, which now that I have a GoPro, I'll be able to do much more successfully. But yeah, that's this little guy right here. Just a small little tripod, but I absolutely love it because I have a tripod, which is what I'm using right now to record this video with my phone. But it's quite large, and it actually doesn't have, I was actually kind of surprised. I thought it my tripod had a connection for a GoPro, but I could always cross that bridge later. But we also it also came with, just as a bonus, just a little silicone case for the GoPro to go in. And then also, she got along with it a chest mount as well, so I'm really excited about that. If you've seen the Yangshuo video, as well as what was the other one? Oh yeah, the Baiyun Mountain video. If you've seen those videos, then you've seen me use some GoPro footage. I borrowed a friend's camera. It was actually the same camera, GoPro Hero 5 Black. And she also had a chest mount. So you've seen some of that footage a little bit. But I plan on doing some really big, awesome things with this. We're actually going to be taking a trip. I'm going to keep that quiet right now, but I'll reveal that probably next month. But we're going to be taking an awesome trip that I fully intend on maxing out the capabilities of my GoPro. So I'm really excited about this, and so I cannot wait to do some like hardcore recording with this brand new GoPro. I actually haven't even used it yet. Like, I've played around with it, I've messed with settings, and I've just done a couple like little like test recordings, but I haven't actually recorded anything proper yet. So I'm really excited. So hopefully in the next like a month or so, you'll start to see more GoPro footage from my GoPro. Also, I'm going to be, the GoPro films in a variety of frame rates as well as resolutions, but I'm going to be sticking with 2.7K, which is just a step down from the 4K capabilities that it has. The reason being is because when you use 2.7K, the camera has video stabilization within it, but if you don't leave resolution room for the video, for the camera to be able to stabilize, then you can't stabilize the video. So like, as an example, if I was to record in 4K, I would have to ensure that my camera stays still or experiences very little movement, because video stabilization is not an option. There's no additional resolution, there's no additional room for the camera to play with to be able to adjust the footage. But when you drop that resolution down to 2.7K or to 1080p, you do have the video stabilization option, which allows for some more wiggle room. But I said all that basically just to say that my videos will hopefully increase in quality to an extent. Actually, my phone that I use, Samsung Galaxy S6, also films in 4K, but it's only got internal memory of 32 gigs, and a lot of that's taken up with pictures, especially because I got a brand new baby, and it just burns through the battery as well as the storage space. And the Samsung Galaxy S6 did not come with any what's the word I'm looking for? You can't insert additional memory. You can't add an SD card to it to expand. There we go. You can't expand the memory. It's just locked at 32 gigs. So I just usually record at 1080. So with that being said, I probably will have some video footage at 1080, and then you might see an increase to 2.7 throughout, at certain parts of the video. But I do also intend, because of various reasons, but I do also intend on having some videos probably being mostly exclusive GoPro footage. So we'll just see how that goes as situations arise. But I'm really looking forward to like getting into the pool and being able to like go into the ocean with a camera. That's gonna be so awesome. So I'm really looking forward to that. I guess now that I've kind of told you about my awesome birthday present, thank you, Jenny. Love you. Love you too, Kazan. I guess I'll just go ahead and talk about what's going to be coming up in the next month. As I said earlier, I've been incredibly busy. I actually don't have any videos edited at the moment, so I have a video coming out in exactly 1 week that I have nothing. So I have some footage on my laptop that needs to be edited. It's just a matter of finding time. So I'm gonna really try to bust my gut and get some work done. Try to set out some time. It usually doesn't take me too long to do the editing that I do. I'm not using like a really complicated program or anything. So, but I mean, it's still time. It's still time that I don't have a whole lot of. So I'm going to do my best to get that taken care of. But what you'll be looking at is kind of an accidental video that I took. We went to a little island called Shamian, which I'm not going to give away too much there, but it's a beautiful island in Guangzhou. It's still in the city. It's in the middle of a river, but it is an island. And it used to be colonial. It was run by the British as well as the French at one point. And we went there to have dinner, and there was some really cool music and like live performances and stuff going on right near where we were sitting. So I did a quick little recording of that, and it was kind of meant to be kind of like a tour of the island, but it actually ended up turning into something more. To give you a quick idea, about 2 years ago, I hurt my left ankle playing basketball. I rolled it really badly, nearly broke it, and it's never really been quite the same since. I had a friend who had a similar injury just recently, and they went and got acupuncture, and apparently it worked really, really well, and it really helped them. So I just ended up finding out from my friend while I was on the island that the acupuncturist that he went to is on Shamian. So I just decided, okay, well, you know what, we're here. Don't know when I'm going to get back here again, so I'm going to give it a try. And so it actually ends up this, I accidentally just fall into being able to kind of record my experience getting acupuncture for the first time. It was interesting. I'll leave it at that. I also have some other footage, just various footage of like some of the construction that goes on here in Guangzhou, as well as some of the insane traffic that happens here. But honestly, not a whole lot of really awesome content at the moment. I do plan on over Chinese New Year, which is going to be happening in about 10 days, and then Jenny's got like 3 weeks off. So I do plan on doing some heavy recording during that time, getting some footage of. So there's a really popular like 5 ram statue. It's the statue of Guangzhou. It really represents the city. I also want to get to the top of the Canton Tower, which will be really awesome, especially now that I have a GoPro. And there's some other places. There's some other like the Sun Yat-sen Memorial, which is really cool. It's in like the classic Chinese style building, and it looks really beautiful. I like to get there. I also want to show you guys some footage of the Mall of the World, which is a massive mall that is comprised of half of downtown, but all underground. So I also want to do that. So I got a lot of good ideas. It's just a matter of recording them and getting the time to not only record them but edit them as well. So that's pretty much what's going on. Not a whole lot else. Sadly, we haven't had anyone join. I know that's kind of my fault. I didn't really give anyone much of a heads up. I didn't know exactly when I was going to be recording. I do apologize about that. And moving into the future, because like I said, I do want to do this once a month. Moving into the future, I do intend on kind of having more of a set schedule and being able to give people, a week to 5 days in advance, and then just kind of push out updates and let people know, hey, reminder, we're gonna go live at this time, blah blah blah. Because you never know what's gonna come up on here, and as things occur, as life events happen as well, I'll be throwing those up here as is appropriate. But yeah, so with that, I guess that's it for now. It's really cold here today, and the place where we're having our little carnival thing, it has no heat, so it's really cold. It's about just above freezing. So I got my nice sweater on, and I got some gloves and a hat and scarf and all that. So I'm gonna get out of here because I'm still sitting in 7-Eleven having people look at me very awkwardly as I just talk to a camera. So I'm gonna get out of here and go join the rest of my group, because we've been recording now for 17.5 minutes. Craziness. But yeah, so I hope for those of you who catch this video afterwards that you enjoy. I know it ran a little bit long, but hopefully it was interesting. This meet is kind of like, chatting crap, but yeah. So anyway,
China all the time.
Oh, sorry, text message. Close. There we go. All right, bye. Oh, how do you stop the recorder? This is embarrassing. Yes, I want to stop streaming. Okay.